fair. I think that's, a good argument, but I don't see very many penises in general.
That's a lie.
Well, like,
that is a lie. That is a lie.
Okay, I didn't say any.
That's a lie.
I mean, like, if you look at like naughty videos on the internet, and there's a man broken a lady, you might see.
All
right.
Every single one of them.
You sounded so defensive there. You sounded like comic. Nope. No. We're going straight forward. That's gay.
Straight porn is 50% gay. 50%.
That's the intro. That's the intro right there. That's how we go start this podcast off right there. Just straight porn.
I think that should be the title. Straight porn is 50% gay.
Yep. Do it.
All right, Brandon, start the show. Start the show, Brandon.
Welcome to the soft reboot of the ShovelWare Podcast.
So why is it this?
Wait.
Well, because we missed the last 3 weeks because I just didn't want to do it.
That doesn't mean it has to be like
a reboot.
Restarted, rebooted.
Well, yeah, but we're doing it for marketing. Like, we're gonna have all of our faces with that soft Steven Universe art style, and we're gonna have 3 new starters that are just like the fucking old ones, except for a little bit different, and it's gonna be the exact same thing, but we're gonna say it's new because.
Wait a minute.
Like,
hold on, I'm confused. Hold on. Wait, did Steven? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, did Steven Universe reboot?
No, but things that have reboots have like had that Cal Arts,
Oh,
the
art stuff. Yeah. Okay, my bad. You confused the show.
Just look at Thundercats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is gonna be like Thundercats, where it's gonna be just like that.
Teen Titans Go, bro.
And
I like Go.
Every episode, you're gonna feel really awkward, and it's gonna get way too serious. And you're gonna feel like, ooh, I don't think they should have recorded that, and it'll be just like Steven Universe.
So, welcome to ShovelWare Podcast. I am your host, Mr. B.R. Jones. To my left is all of these motherfuckers. We got City Gas. It's the
boys.
It's the boys. It's the dick boys. We got City Gas.
ShovelWare gang.
We got City Gas. We got Necro. Necro, how you doing? It's been a while since you've been on here.
It's only been like 200 or 300 I missed.
This you said more than you should. You only say or only speak when spoken to, and only respond to the question that's given to you. Damn it!
I thought I did.
And Mr. Sonic King, how you doing, man?
I don't feel the love no more.
There is no love here.
We're only on the first episode of the soft reboot. That's exactly the same as the last one. Come on, just give it 10 more episodes.
I think that's going to be the name of the title. It was just straight porn is 50% gay soft reboot. There you go. That's the name of episode 10 right there. That's cool. All right, so today I don't fucking know. Like, E3 is about to start, so I guess we're going to talk about E3. But first, we're going to talk about Pokemon because we got something to say about Pokemon.
All right. Listen up, boys and girls, and everyone at home. I just need you to know. Okay, so it's 2 fucking things. I'll let Bobby talk about the stupid fucking wolf thing or the stupid shield wolf, but these 2 legendary Pokemon, right? If you have not seen them, I want you to stop what you're doing. Well, keep listening, but stop what you're doing. Go to another tab, and I want you to ask yourself: are those 2 Pokemon? Because that's the plural Pokemon. Pokemon. Are those 2 Pokemon called Night Garurumon Aegis mode and Night Garurumon Excalibur mode? And if your answer is no, you're a fucking liar. You taste like a liar. I licked you. I know you taste like a liar.
What the fuck?
Again,
it's a JoJo reference.
The fact I don't watch any of that, so I don't get the reference. That still means I'm a liar.
Well, they just look like a fucking Digimon. Like I made up those 2 names. If those are real names, then.
But they do look like Digimon. Like they look like Digimon. They look like a Garurumon evolution, like evolutionary path.
They look like fucking stray dogs. I could find on my street and I could give one a sword and put in his mouth.
Those are some scary ass looking stray dogs. I just seen some stray dogs the other day. They were little chihuahuas. They weren't terrifying. If I saw a dog run around with I'm just saying, if I saw a chihuahua run around with a giant,
those take you to Taco Bell.
If I saw a chihuahua with a sword in his mouth that was hella blue and big, I would be terrified. But you know. Those, like, whatever stray dogs you got running around in your neighborhood, you a real one, bro. Like, real talk.
They're weeaboo dogs.
Y'all lived in Oakland. Shut up.
I lived in Oakland. I ain't never seen a shield-faced dog, all right? That stupid fucking... That is a stupid fucking design. No, I'm not going to say...
You're in the soft area of Oakland, then.
I'm in the softest area.
You were in the hills.
Yeah, our dogs don't fucking kamikaze themselves with the shield. What the? I'm sorry. This is a stupid fucking design for the. All right, so for the audience, if you don't know what I'm talking about, for the new Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer, they showcased some of the new gameplay elements and giant mega Pokemon. Yay, that's awesome! But they showed the new mascot Pokemon. The two mascot Pokemon are wolves. They both look like Digimon evolutionary paths, but one has a sword in his mouth, a la Dark Souls, wherever Dark Souls. Necro, what's the name of that dog from Dark Souls? I know you know. I know you know.
I do know, but I am kind of on the tip of stop what you're doing. Wait, I take that back. I'm still laughing at that in my head right now.
Wait, what do you?
The dog's name is what was it?
Is it Seath?
No. Seath. Yeah, Seath. It's Seath.
Seath, yeah. So one dog looked like Seath, and then the other dog is just the stupidest fucking design for anything. It's a shield, I get it, because sword and shield, but the shield just comes off of his face, but his whole entire face is exposed. So, like, let's say he's fighting a Charizard, and Charizard decided to use fucking, I don't know, Fire Blast. He was still hit by the fucking Fire Blast because it hits him in the face directly. His cheeks would be fine. His cheeks wouldn't be fucking burned, but his nose would be fucked up. His eyes will be gone. His mouth wouldn't taste shit. Is a dumb design for a fucking Pokemon. I have never been mad about a Pokemon design until this design. This is stupid.
I think that the fact that it's like, oh, his shield's not protected. Half the Pokemon don't have anything protecting it.
Yes.
At bare minimum, this shield is at least protecting 90% more than other Pokemon.
But the 10% that's not protected is probably the most important part. His whole brain is fried.
You don't know dogs. You don't know.
So.
I don't. You're right.
Your argument about that is kind of invalid though, because anybody could take a fire blast to the fucking face in Pokemon.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Guys,
I see, but no. Okay, but hold on.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead, Sid. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna defend Bobby here for a minute. Okay, so do you know what's worse than being caught in public naked? Being caught in public with just like a button-up shirt and like business vest on or
not
whatever,
even. See, this is how I see it. This is how I see it. No, hold on, Brandon. Let me explain, because you're moving away. This is how I see it. You don't want to be seen in public naked, so you go get a robe that's see-through. And like, yeah, I got clothes on.
More attention, like it only calls more attention to it.
Yes,
like,
you just
you're
to the
only
fact
making it worse.
That's all. Like, I get it. Yeah, any Pokemon can technically take a Fire Blast to the face, but no other Pokemon is designed as a shield, but have their most vulnerable parts exposed.
Okay, I was gonna say there are Pokemon that are a shield. There's a literal shield sword Pokemon.
Yes, then you're right. You're right. Then you're right. I didn't think about it.
We represent Sword and Shield, but I'm like, there's a Pokemon that literally represents
Sword. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Bobby, I want to touch on something you said for just a second. You said this is the dumbest design Pokemon's ever done. We have literal car keys.
I'm okay with that. I didn't have a problem with that.
I'm okay with car keys.
I don't know. I have absolutely no car keys. That's a fairy type. That don't make any fucking sense, but I'm okay with that. No, literal garbage. Literal garbage. I didn't have a fucking problem with ice cream cone, chandeliers. Fuck it, let's go. But a goddamn dog with a shield around his body, but it has his face exposed, pisses me off, man. It's so stupid to me, man.
Now I'm gonna try to
nor
does that design. That design makes no sense, okay?
It doesn't. I agree with that.
I'm gonna try to intellectually defend Bobby here.
Good luck.
Again, so okay. The reason why the stupid keys, they're fine. I love it. It's in my top 20 Pokemon because you know what? It's cute. And if a cute Pokemon looks stupid, well, that's fine because they're supposed to be cute. If a cool Pokemon just drops the ball, it just looks like someone should just put this thing out of its fucking misery.
It does not.
Have you ever seen Mega Manectric?
Your keys ain't cute.
Mega Manectric looks like something that you should just put out of its fucking misery. But the keys, that's a cute little keys fella. That's cute. You put a little cute face on keys. But when you try to tell me, dog is cool, we gotta put a big wall on its face, that'd be neat. You just look like a fucking, I don't know.
Okay.
Nintendo, fuck off.
Since you don't have...
Can we
Go ahead.
Can we just all agree that this is clearly a desperate attempt to keep trying to make Pokemon relevant because they are clearly running out of ideas. Just give a sword to a dog, call it legendary.
I mean, people been making that same argument since Black and White, since the garbage Pokemon. People have been making
since 2003.
Since what's 2003? That was Diamond. No, Ruby and Sapphire. People, that was a good generation.
I'll be getting at my Gen 3 Pokemon now.
Gen 3 Pokemon, that was a good one. 4 is when it started to slip, but Gen 3 was still solid. It didn't need to exist. Pokemon clearly was supposed to end after 2, but 3 was a solid entry into it. After 3 is where it started to fall.
Gen 5 was the start of it when every freaking Pokemon had to have double letters in their names.
Which one was that? That was one with Diamond and Pearl, right?
Black. No, that's Black and White.
Okay.
Name some? I don't remember.
Exactly. That's another.
No. I remember them, but yeah, there was
Girder. Girder.
There was Chandelure, Jellicent. Those are good ones. I think Trevenant was in there. I think.
Purloin.
Basically, the ghost Pokemon, those are all fine. The rest, I don't fucking care.
I didn't like Black and White.
But see,
hold on.
You could probably name at least a good 20 or 30 Pokemon from past generations, but when it comes to Black and White, you can probably name 5.
Crocodile was a good one. All the ghost Pokemon are all fantastic. The rest of them, I don't fucking know. Superior, fuck off.
Hold on, Necro, you want to say something? What you gonna say?
Oh, it was just Black and White sucked. I think it was cool the fact that they decided to actually extend the story to a number 2.
That was cool. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it just sucked that it was Black and White.
What? I didn't play 2.
I tend to be actually okay. So I played both of them, and I basically done most of the post game for both of them. I am a strong defender of Black and White 1 and a strong fucking burn Black and White 2 to the ground.
Why?
Black and White 1 was an interesting game, not a good game, an interesting one. They made an honest attempt to try to mix up the Pokemon formula, but they didn't want to mix it up too much, so all the new Pokemon are basically just remakes of Gen 1 Pokemon if they were hypothetically made today. There's a big turtle, there's a big fighting guy that evolves when you trade it, and there's a science Pokemon that they're just the first 150 again. And it tried some new shit, but also, as a game, which is fucking bad. And Black and White 2, as a game, mechanically, its sound has the most robust Pokedex of any Pokemon game, but the rest of it was just fucking empty, cotton candy, here's your fucking Pokemon, kids. Here, we're gonna put 500 of those bitches in the game. There you go. Have fun with that.
That's what it seemed like. I didn't play it, but it just seemed like it was just a cash-in. It was just... Because it was the same map, wasn't it? It was, slightly tweaked, but it was the same exact map.
Yeah, it's the same map. They added way more Pokemon. It is a proper sequel, but it felt like all the bold places that Black and White tried to move forward in, they got scared and said, "Oh shit, boys! All that good stuff, I'm a little afraid. We can't keep innovating like that and doing cool stuff. Just step it back and just make it a generic fucking Pokemon game. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
This shield face Pokemon is so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it right now.
It's the
so
worst.
Stupid. I can't get over it.
Okay. On the
You know, I just want to say that big Nightbird fully makes up for that shitty shield dog thing.
People are loving the sheep. People are loving the sheep.
The sheep.
That sheep is
Hold on,
good.
wait. Because I didn't know anything about. Tell me about the sheep, because I didn't know people cared about the sheep. So what's up?
It's cute.
It's cute. Its lore is it mimics other Pokemon and its trainer to try to blend in with them.
Like, what do you mean? Like Ditto? Like Ditto, or?
No, it's just lore wise, not just lore wise. Is like the Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
a Pokemon
not
that like has anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's cute as fuck. So people are like, this is my spirit Pokemon.
See, like it's not Manphy, so I just threw it to Zara. Like Manphy's the only sheep Pokemon I care about. That's like, yeah, and that's just a childhood traumatic.
Actually, I think you mean Mareep.
I'm sorry, Mareep. You're right. Manphy is what's the final form of it?
Sheeparoo.
Wait, who's Manphy then?
Manphy is a legendary from Generation 4 that nobody gave a fuck
Manphy
about.
was the fucking the baby Danphy. No,
it's one of those generation.
I think it just makes a Pokemon.
Yeah, see, that's how much I care about the sheep. Okay, so the sheep Pokemon is the new mean Pokemon. Yeah, I guess.
They love them.
I don't know why people don't love my boy Nightbird enough. That's a new best Pokemon, best one.
They're saying he's the best design. Like people are loving his design, and people are thinking the sheep is the cute. Those are the winners of that. Pokemon.
You know what I noticed? I'm rewatching this trailer right now. I noticed that they didn't even bother putting in Pikachu or Eevee in this at all. Like those supposed
to
be
put Raichu in there, I think.
I know, but that's what I'm getting. Like they had a lot of Raichu, which I was surprised about because I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon promotion where Raichu was shown more than a Pikachu, like ever. I'm serious. That's not a joke. Like I don't think.
No, like you're good. So like. In the Pokédex entry for Raichu, it just says, yeah, people don't see Raichus very much because most people just like Pikachu more.
That's true. I never evolved my Pikachu. I just did it once to get to get the Pokédex, but until the Alolan form Raichu, I never cared about Raichu.
Never cared about Pikachu.
Same here. I never cared about Pikachu either. But the Alolan form, though,
they make him skinnier because they're like, oh, he's doing good. Let's make him skinnier. People like skinny things.
I mean, it kind of worked. He does look cuter. I like his modern design. Like, I like the fat Sonic. I like the fat Sonic more than I like skinny Sonic, but I like skinny Pikachu more than I like fat Pikachu.
Oh, you people are fucking monsters.
I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't know there was. Damn, bro, you're damn, man. You want to hit this blunt?
Fucking controversy, all right? Fat Pikachu 2019. He's our real president.
No.
Fat Pikachu 2020.
Fat Pikachu 2020.
I mean, you can call it.
Don't do that. Japan would actually try to send over like some fat ass Pikachu suit.
Yeah, you imply that's a bad thing?
Yeah, I don't need a Pikachu.
I've never seen a skinny Pikachu like a mascot suit. Like every Pikachu mascot suit is always cut. Yeah, I know they love it, but like even when they have that little Pokemon holiday when they have the little parade with all the Pikachu's, they're all fat. They're all fat mascots. Like they're not skinny. They're all like waddling.
You can't have a skinny outfit.
Touche.
No,
I mean, they could.
Eevees are pretty fat in their costume.
I've never seen an Eevee mascot costume.
Oh, there's a fucking cute one where there's a bunch of Eevees dancing around. There's this cute Asian girl dancing with them. I may have only noticed it because of the cute Asian, but
no, that's all it is. You just seen a cute Asian and you just want me to see it. That's all it is. Just cute Asian you're promoting.
Just look up Eevees dancing.
Wait, hey, did you guys hear about this fucking okay, what is I just learned this new term, but I forgot it already. But it's you guys probably know because you're weebs. It's the term for a cute girl who goes psycho. It starts with
yandere. It's yandere.
Yandere, yeah, that's yandere or yandere. Yandere. So
it's not a new term.
I saw this thing on Facebook it's new to me. Yeah, the girl with the glasses who stabbed her boyfriend. Like, did y'all hear about
this? Yeah, like I only know because I kept seeing posts saying, but if she was not Asian, you'd be all mad.
She is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. She is kind of cute.
Like I will.
But like this whole GoFundMe though is kind of stupid. Like
wait, I'm sorry. She has a GoFundMe.
Yeah, Necro, do you know about this?
There's more to the story.
Go ahead.
We don't know it all. So,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, because we don't even I don't know it all, but like there are talks that she had a abusive relationship with him, and all this stuff. So it's like I don't know the story. None of it's being brought out. There's just a bunch of rumors going around. But I mean, she may have been abused, so it may have been a retaliation, or maybe she just went crazy. I don't know. I just know idolizing her is not helpful. She could have just walked out.
I was literally about to make a joke about let's get her on the show because it can't just be me talking about killing. All right, we need a cold fucking blooded killer on the show, and we can chat about murdering people.
I do have a cousin that's in prison in Japan right now, so maybe we can work something out. Like yeah. You know what? I'm not joking. I legitimately have a cousin that's in prison in Japan right now, and this nigga he's in jail or in prison in Japan for just bringing weed to Japan.
Oh yeah, you can get into a fuck ton of weed or a fuck ton of trouble for having like a small amount of.
No, you can get a fuck ton of weed in Japan, bro. A fuck ton of weed. No, but like he's like I'm probably not gonna see him again for like another 10 years just because the nigga brought like a gram of weed to Japan when everyone told him not to do it, and now he's in. I don't know. That has nothing to do with anything. I just thought about that because we talk about Japan. And
no, you're good. And if anyone at home thinks that we're stalling for time because Daryl's having technical difficulties. No.
Well, to be honest, I literally didn't even know that. I didn't check. I didn't even check the Discord channel. I'm sorry. My bad.
Well, another filler. I got a very nice Jack Frost Figma from Shin Megami Tensei. It's very good. And okay, well, I guess while I'm fucking stalling for time for Daryl to.
Oh wait, actually no. Hold on. Since we started waiting on Daryl to come back in. Neko, did you go to Fanime?
Nah, I was too lazy.
The first Fanime you missed in years. I'm sorry.
First one since 2006.
Well, wow. Sid. Well, since you didn't go, you fucking loser. Sid.
Yeah, what a chump.
Fucking chump ass loser.
Okay. So,
I didn't even go myself.
So something that I didn't really know until like me going to an anime con for the first time in a little bit. I guess Ahegao shirts are just the hottest new thing for weeps to have, and they're like the fucking Silk Goku shirts of a new era.
Wait, what is it? The Ahegao?
So an Ahegao, it's like a hentai term where like the girl is making like I guess she's getting dick down so good she makes like a funny face and she's like oh with like a bunch of commentary. Oh, why did I do that? Now people think it's a screen cap of that. Yeah, it's a lewd face and like there were just so many
with the tongue out and everything.
And there were just like a shit ton of fucking neckbeard looking dudes who just had those fucking sweaters. There's so many of them.
Wait, there was so many
like a fucking chump.
It was so many neckbeards that had a shirt that said "I hate that." Though.
No. They had like shirts that had like collages on them on it.
Oh, ugh. Ew.
Yeah, like dog, you look like
look better.
Anthony, fucking thank you. Listen, no, I don't think you understand. So the people that I'm going to fucking fan, right? I'm in a position where I have big social anxieties. If I'm going to go to a place where literally thousands of people aren't necessarily looking at me, but are looking in my direction because there are just many people here, I'm trying to look like not bad, like trying to look good. Like I'm not going to, like if I'm going to be wearing a fucking stupid Ahegao shirt, right? Like I'm not going to wear like a fucking Ahegao big sweater and Ahegao sweatpants and some ugly worn out tennis shoes. Nah, dude, I'm trying to look fly and don't look like a fucking chump. These dudes look like fucking losers, all right? You just look, and if you have one at home, you look like a chump, all right? Let me tell you. Like, I'm trying really hard not to call anyone incels because I'm trying to go on an incel diet. But you look like it though.
Don't see that's a quote right there. I'm trying to go on an incel diet. That's a fucking quote right there. Go ahead, Anthony. My bad. I didn't mean to.
Oh no, bro. But no, I agree with you. But at the same time, saying that is the same thing as like women who want to look sexy and we're like, oh, you're looking like a slut. It's like you can wear what you want. You look ugly wearing that. I think you look like a creep. But if you're wearing it and you're finding friends who think Like they run into you, like, oh man, that's so cool, and you guys become friends.
No one has ever said that about Ahegao.
There may be another Ahegao guy, the guy who's wearing it with those two random guys that are wearing it, and they just run into it.
Okay,
now they're best friends.
Well, yes, in a technical term, you're right, and I'm not gonna go around policing what people wear. However, in my ideal world, if I caught you wearing that, viewers, you at home too, I would grab you and shove you directly into a fucking locker.
Damn, you right though. You kind of, but damn.
I see it. Like it's the same way as like I agree because I mean you wear that and some girl comes up and says you were peeping on her, you were trying to go up skirt. I'm a believer 110%. On yourself, but. That's the same thing that like the argument that people use for women. You know, like,
that's fuck. That is so fuck. That's
okay. I think there's a difference between like.
Hold on. But let's think about that in a literal sense. Let's think about it in a literal sense. It's two people in the hallway, right? There's a woman. There's a guy. You don't know either of them. You walk into the hallway. She just randomly says, he tried to look up my skirt. You look at him, and the only thing you have to go off of is the fact that he's wearing, what is it called? Ahegao?
Yeah.
Ahegao shirt. He's wearing one of those shirts. You automatically assume she's right. Like that's it. I'm with you on that. But like I've never seen anyone wear that shirt. But like I know what the image is. So just imagine someone walking around with that. You automatically think incel. Like you automatic, and that's kind of fucked up. But you automatically,
you know, I think it's a matter of like, it's not what you're wearing, but how you're wearing it, and how you're wearing it usually for nerds make you look like a loser.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing is it's perception, and if in an ultra reality, they're the cool guys wearing that shirt. Now, but like I totally agree though. It's because I like playing devil's advocate, and the thing is like saying that exact thing is you have a girl wearing something slightly slutty and then she gets attacked and the first thing guys say, not us but those people using that argument is you wore that, what'd you expect to have?
I was actually imagining the opposite where a girl is wearing an Ahegao shirt and a dude said, yo, that girl just tried to touch my wiener and I'm not cool with that. Like I thought that's where you're going with that. And if that was the case, I guess I'd believe that.
See that female predators don't look like don't look like predators, like by the stereotypical. Like female predators usually look like a woman who doesn't need to be a predator. With men, you can kind of tell, like, okay, he's either by the attitude, like how he's super aggressive, or he's just like no one has ever, or creepy, like he's never been touched before. You can kind of tell, like one of those things. But women, you can't really, like usually, like you can kind of tell just by personality. But even then, you gotta be around that woman a lot to see it. Like because women who are predators don't look like it. Most of them don't look like okay, the ones you would think are like okay, kind of desperate for male attention aren't the ones that's ballsy enough to go up to touch a dick.
I remember like the Reddit for like our nice guys. They're all dudes that like women have not responded to them and they're already fucking losing it. Mm-hmm. But like the Reddit for like our nice girls are like mostly
Anthony, did you just see
it's
this?
Mostly women where like you've been talking to them for a minute and like you might even gone on a date or something and then they fucking lose it. Not really trying to make any broad sweeping generalization, but it kind of seems like women generally know to keep it on the down low for like at least a day.
At least a day.
Dudes are already like, hey girl, I know you hear me.
Hey girl, hey little mom, hey.
Do people still do that? Do people still do that shit? I haven't heard anyone do that.
I literally fucking. wait, oh shit, Bobby, oh shit, you were here for that. That time we were just like I think we were like getting cigarettes or something, and he was like, hey little girl, hey mom, hey, fine, bitch, you ugly anyway.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, because I remember him in it like, well, you ugly anyway. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I remember that. But also, Anthony, you just put something in the chat. This little Twitter post, this coin purse of this like guy's face. Did you?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, right?
Kojima tweeted this out a couple of days ago. I've seen this before. Like this is I've seen the Kojima.
I'm sorry. What is this?
Hold on. Like I'm sure. Like if you're
Put this in the video, Bobby.
I'm doing it right now for the people who are at home and they're looking at this right now. I'll put a link in the description for the YouTube video. For the people at home that are like watching the video, look at it. Like this is a bottom half of a face. It's just a jaw, a coin purse, but it looks like a human. Like it looks like a male. It's creepy as fuck. Look at that.
So look at like the fucking.
That's creepy. I'm gonna put a link in the description.
Look at the profile picture. All right, I'm following this.
This is cool. I'm really digging this mouth.
I mean, this is like the most Well, okay, so this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm sold.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. It is so weird, man.
I can't stop looking.
Like, have you been looking at the other images, like the stupid
register? Hey, this finger is weird.
Yeah, I did the finger one too. The teeth don't look like they're not perfect either, so they look even more real. Yeah, there's.
This person just makes human. Wait, what is this?
Is this like a DJ or something?
It's a stamp. Ew.
Oh, the stamp.
Oh, that's fucking cool. All right, I don't.
Okay, so for the
holy shit. So if finger one is a bone underneath it.
So for everyone that's at home who's like listening to this or whatever, the link for this person's Twitter page will be in the description. But their Twitter name is @4do. So duo. So it's @44 DOOOO. That's what it, and it's just called do.
Oh, please.
They have some.
Gotta get him on the show.
It's his flesh. Like he makes flesh things. Like he has a
so fucking cool.
He has a finger that's a stamp, but like it's just. And then he has. I already showed you the face coin purse. This is a soundboard.
Yeah, it looks like a soundboard that looks like it's made of like flesh or spam. Oh, this guy is. I'm already following.
Yeah, Kojima.
This guy.
Kojima follows this guy.
Can we please listen? Someone find out if this guy, since this looks like a Japanese profile,
is he a DJ? Like, he's a DJ.
I'm guessing that's what his profile kind of looks like. I guess.
Oh,
if this man speaks fluent English because his profile is in Japanese, we gotta get him on the show, boys.
It's not fluent English because like it's in Japanese. Oh my, this is so fucking weird. He has a phone case, bro. A phone case that just looks like human flesh, and then a phone charger that just. Oh, I gotta stop looking at this.
Oh, this is great.
I gotta stop looking at
that. He also has like a picture of him just flashing a bunch of 2,000 yen bills, which is just a bunch of 20s. Oh shit! Oh, there's another one where the bunch of dudes posing. He just badly photoshopped the guy in. Oh, this guy is great. He's wearing a fucking Heartless sweater in like a cool ass looking club with weeaboo shit in the background. Like there's a space dandy up there. Damn, this guy's the coolest fucking dude I've ever met. Damn.
This is one of his songs. Just Another Day. It was featuring Jebby.
Check it out. Check it out.
I respect his artistic talent, but what he's actually making is weird. Why does it have to be flesh, man? Like,
because it's to be fair, it's one of the hardest things to replicate.
I saw this.
Can confirm.
There's these people who make fucking realistic baby dolls. Like they're baby dolls, but they look like they're dolls, but they look exactly like real fucking babies. And women, this is crazy. They'll fucking buy these realistic ass baby dolls. Like some of them cost like $6,000, but they're usually within like a few thousand, like a low $1,000 range to like a high $100 range for the cost of these babies. And they're like, oh my god, it's just they're just like realistic babies, and like some of them look like they're like freshly born. I have to show you. To me it's creepy.
Show me. Like, can you give me a link for this? This sounds horrifying, which is always my favorite.
I'll have a link in the description. I forgot where I found it. I have to dig through it to read because I found it in a podcast. Actually, the H3 podcast, the H3 podcast. Yeah, they talked about it there, and that's where I found it out. And it's just fucking weird, bro. It's really, really, really fucking. It just. Like I can't imagine being like walking down the street and looking at a woman that has like a baby in the stroller. Oh, your baby's so cute, and it's like, oh yeah, but it's not real because apparently there's some women who actually walk their baby, their fake baby. It's made out of plastic. It's not real, and they walk it, and it's like. We're living in a weird time. Right? Let's take this back to E3 because I'm getting creeped the fuck out.
Where the fuck is?
Well, he's back. That's why I said it.
Oh. Wait, when did he come back?
About 5 minutes ago.
Daryl, are you actually back? Are you fucking with us?
No, back. Frustrated, but I'm back.
You okay? You good?
Well, great. Did you?
He's been back since about we started talking about the face shit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Damn.
We were really into the face shit. So
you gotta love like me and Bobby's entire opposite reactions. Rather, this guy. This is the fucking best thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is a fucking horrifying.
This is horrifying, man. It's I respect his talent, but everything else is just it creeps me the fuck out, man. Okay, whatever. Let's get back to E3. Anything else y'all want to say about Pokemon? Because there's
the first gym leader is Jack and has a funny face. That's all.
He's that one dude from My Hero Academia. I don't know his name. He's supposed to be like one of the top 3 students.
Fucking Lucas from Earthbound. I don't remember his name. I just know he looks like Lucas from Earthbound.
Yeah.
So how about that E3, boys?
I'm kind of excited.
Seems alright.
I'm excited for.
It seems like everybody's dropping out of it now. Everybody's trying to pull up Nintendo shit.
Yeah, like I'm guessing like companies are saying, all right, listen, Nintendo is getting just as much fucking done out of this as we are, and they're not physically showing up. Fuck it. That's something else to fucking cut.
And they've been kind of making a joke of themselves for the last few years. So
that's what fucking Devolver Digital did. They just walked on stage that year and fucking called everyone who does E3 a fucking moron.
Oh yeah. It was hilarious. And it's because it's true. Like, you can't go up on stage, play music, and then expect an applause. You're supposed to be showing us a fucking game. I came here for some games, not music.
Like, I understand, like, oh, well, it's not for gameplay people, it's for the stockholders. Yeah, well, the stockholders are fucking boring.
Yeah, not there for music either.
Like, also, they're not like, if you were a fucking stockholder, like if you're a big business boy and you go to the press conference, see what that company you own has been up to, and they start playing, I don't know, what's some new music? There was some fucking cringe. Oh, is that what the kids listen to now? Oh, okay, well that makes sense. It's just fucking dumb.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that this would have. You guys wouldn't have to back out. You guys could have just made it good.
There we go. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Game got a lot of publicity. You would have been not made fun of, and now you're backing out to do what Nintendo's doing. All you're doing is copying what they're doing. We're gonna make fun of you. You're doing the same shit.
Are you talking about Sony?
We already made fun of Nintendo for doing it. Like,
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, who are you talking about? My bad. I had to fix my mic.
I opened my mouth to say words, but I didn't actually have it. So Nintendo just, I appreciate them saying, you know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna have another giant enemy crab situation. Let's just remove that factor entirely, and just make a video. And if somebody wants us to show up, then we'll just, show them a video. And if you really want to play it, there's a demo up for it right now.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, actually, it does work. To be like, it is basically, if you kind of think about it, like really, if you really think about it, the fact that the videos, like, they're not physically there, they're not on stage or anything, but it's basically the same shit. It's just in a different format. Like, they're just not physically on the stage, but all they're doing is just showcasing their shit in a form of a video. That's all they really. And then, like, they still have the show floor where you can play it and everything. Like, everything else about E3 outside of the press conferences and shit is exactly the same. Maybe a little bit more because, like, it's open to the public now, but it's exactly the same. That's the shit that I want to go see. Like, I still want to go to E3. It's still a goal of mine to go to E3, and I want to film and everything because when people go to E3, they mostly focus on the big shit, but it's a giant expo. It's everything. It's like it's small shit there too. It's indie development. People don't talk about that. People mostly talk about that when it comes to PAX, but PAX is like centered around the indie crowd. But there's an indie crowd at E3 that people just don't really focus on, and they always talk about the big corporate shit and like complain about that.
Yeah, like routinely, smaller developers kind of drop, their bigger announcements. Like, remember those guys I talked about a couple of weeks ago that make like clone systems that run identically to like their original counterpart, like a Super Nintendo that's like in every possible way identical to it. They're going to make like a 64 version of it, and that's going to be pretty neat. And they're going to drop it. I don't think anyone can give a fuck about that except for me, which is fine.
That you probably were the only one, but that's kind of like I also didn't know about that. It wasn't in my face, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't out there.
Yeah, or like what's their name? Limited Run Games. Like they make physical versions of games that like people only want to get digitally, like small indie game. But they say, all right, if you really want it that hard, you're gonna have to pre-order it and you're gonna have to buy it $60 because we actually physically make it. Yeah, like I'm happy that they're announcing the games that are going to be physical that you can buy and have like in the real zone. I keep opening my mouth to say words and just fucking dog shit comes out. Someone else take the mic.
Hey, Necro, stop shit posting in the chat, man. What the fuck is it?
We're talking about Pokemon, man. It's not healthy.
I won't talk about it. Stop shit posting.
I kind of want to make you laugh while we were talking. Just throwing you off your game,
Go ahead.
The conversation lively.
Good job, Green Ranger. Good job.
Yeah. As for E3, what am I excited about? Or what are you guys excited about? Do you have anything that...
I'm excited about not getting Mother 3 again.
Actually, I'm excited. Yeah, it is what it is about that. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Nintendo does. Like every year, to be honest, since Breath of the Wild, I've been excited to see what Nintendo's E3 conference is going to be. And to be honest, I haven't been like disappointed. I haven't been like blown away, but I haven't been disappointed. I've always walked away satisfied with Nintendo's E3 conference. So I'm just excited to see anything with Nintendo. Maybe see more about Metroid Prime 4. Like I know it's been delayed, but I want to see more about it. Like maybe some gameplay. That would be kind of cool.
It'll probably be in the trailer at least.
Or maybe if they mention the new Zelda game that's coming out, because there's been rumors, it's out there, whispers, people talking about it. So
Link's Awakening, boys.
I don't like Link's Awakening. I do not.
I was say, if they change the art style, or if they just change the way Link looks, they don't have to change the art style.
I just don't like I just don't like how I just don't like how everything looks like a toy. Like, I'm okay with some things looking like that. I just don't like how everything looks like a toy. But Brandon seems to like it.
I'm all about that. You seem to like listen, it. You know how there's Paper Mario? I want, like, the fucking Nintendo expanded universe to just be made of shit. Like, Yoshi's made of yarn. Zelda, it's a Toy Story, but Zelda. That's what I want. That's what I want. Where'd Daryl? Daryl fucking dropped again.
Yeah, he dropped again.
Well, he's having technical issues, so he show up when he shows up, and we'll just kind of we'll carry it. What we talking about? E3. Oh, so I'm excited about that. The new
Zelda. I just don't like his model. I think I just don't like Link's model. I think everything else about the game.
His eyes are weird. His eyes are definitely weird. Like how it's just a dot. Like I don't really like how they're just dots. It's just weird to me. But like I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what Microsoft does, because I've been like, even though Brandon likes talking shit about Microsoft, I've been noticing the fact that over the years, like slowly,
you said about who?
Like Microsoft. You've been talking shit.
Name me one time I've said anything bad about it.
We literally have it recorded, nigga. It's literally recorded and on the internet right now.
Yeah? Well, what did I say? Because I actually don't remember.
I don't know. You're just talking shit, and we had a whole discussion like Microsoft isn't actually as bad as you making it seem. But
okay, well now I'm being serious. Like, what did I say about Microsoft?
You just make it fun.
I probably said that they didn't have any
games. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And you're right about that.
But other than that, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is the fact that like they've been changing since Phil Spencer has become the head of gaming and Microsoft in general. They've kind of had a shift to the point where like, okay,
better company, not a good game company in my eyes.
But see, all right, they're doing better, and they've bought a lot of companies recently. I'm excited to see what Microsoft does because every year they do better. It's just not as good as Sony. So like no one cares, and they just talk shit. Like Brandon says, they don't have games, but like they're trying. You can see that they're actually trying. It just comes like the game's just not as good as any Sony main first
I get
party
the
game.
feeling like their actual service leaves fucking Sony and Nintendo in the fucking dust, but they just don't have video games.
The thing they're supposed to be doing.
But
unfortunately,
that's why I'm excited. I'm excited to see because Halo Infinite. I don't know much about Halo Infinite, but I'm a Halo fan. Halo 5 was kind of shit. And like I didn't like that, but like, I was, ask Necro, he knows. I was really into Halo. Like Halo 3, towards the end of his life, I was really into it. Halo Reach, I was all about that, and then everything after that, I stopped caring. But I was really into Halo. So Halo Infinite, I'm excited to see what they do for that. It's probably gonna be some live service shit, but like I'm excited to see what they exactly do with it. I want to see. I'm excited every year for the games. I'm actually excited for the game, the new shit, the like we're gonna see something more. Like at least probably gameplay with like Death Stranding, like there's some like like the shit that I'm excited about is the video games. That's what I'm excited. Well, obviously the video games.
This
but
is sounding like an extremely bizarre statement. Like that video game compliment. The thing I can't wait to see those video games.
That's all. I was trying to.
I fucking hope so.
I was trying to avoid doing that, but like over the past few years, it's just like. It's been a showcase. It's been a dog and pony show. Like it's all about like look at how pretty everything is, but it's not having been like the heart of the game. Like the art of the industry has taken a back seat to like the business of the industry. If that makes any sense.
No, you're right. Like Bob, we've talked so many times before. Have like a half good idea about how to fix something in games, and we go, no, we can't do that. Just immediately fucking abuse that.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Like damn.
So Bobby,
what's up?
So Bobby, just looking at the picture I sent in our chat, what game do you think that is? Don't look at the title. Just that picture, because this is Elite. That's a lot of game companies have been talking about.
It looks like a monster, like a cyber Monster Hunter-esque type game.
It's not scale bound, is it?
No, I don't know.
Tales game.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What? Oh damn!
Really?
I hope that's on. Wow, that
rumored.
Like as much as I already didn't want to play Tales, they certainly doubled down on that.
You don't want to play it? You don't like it?
I don't like Tales because it's a little like
repetitive.
It's a particular flavor of anime that I don't like. It doesn't just look like cute anime, which I'm always down for, but it looks like generic fantasy anime that I have like severe allergies to. But also like now they just took out all the anime period. It's not even damn.
Well, that's if you look at the character's hair and like I'm confused because like that's how I felt.
This looks like a realistic Xenoblade. That's what it looks like. A realistic Xenoblade.
I'm interested to see what they do with it because Tales has been stale for a while.
It's been real like since Symphonia. No, not even. It's been what?
I liked Tales of Graces, which is PS3. Well, technically we.
I thought that Graces? Like didn't people consider that?
Is that one? Is that the one where you're a god and like you start off in like this sky city and okay.
That was Tales of.
That shit was garbage. That one threw me off the whole Tales. Like I was on the Tales bang every now and then when they make a new iteration, I'll look at it. But like that one, just like this shit is ass, and I just stopped playing it. And I heard the one after that was good, but I'm excited. See, like shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. Like reboots, like soft reboots, or just like remaking of video games. For the people at home, it's called Tales of Arise. This is a rumor right now, but it looks real. It looks really
PC
real.
Gamer, everybody's talking about
It's on PC Gamer. Hey baby.
GameSpot's talked about it. It seems like this is 100% confirmed.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks real. Like if this is a fake, this is a damn good fake. But I'm excited. Like shit like that. It's just like if Star Ocean was to do something like Star Ocean tried to do something like that, but it just dropped the ball. But if Star Ocean was to come back, I'll be excited. Like no, I'll be legitimately excited to play something like that. Like I don't really get excited about games anymore. I want to see something that excites me. I know that's a vague answer, but that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, like so and I'm probably getting ahead of myself when we talk about the Stadia, but there's a lot of, and I don't know what to call it, and I'm always trying to the urge to be an old man just hating on new stuff because it's new, but a lot of these new video games, especially on a fucking Stadia, they don't look like fun. That just looks like it looks good.
Actually, there's one that's if you're looking at the screen right now,
except for that one horror game, that one looked pretty good.
Oh, see, that's actually what I want to talk about. See that? God damn it, Brandon. We just have opposite opinions on everything. This shit looks like ass to me. Like this horror game, it looks like a fake ass Alan Wake. That's what.
It looks like less like a video game and like a one of the better Sony animated movies, like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs or Coraline. And I like those, so I have a bias.
The art style is cool and all, but like, okay,
it doesn't look like it's gonna be fun.
Necro, you remember this? Yeah, it doesn't look fun. But Necro, do you remember when the PS4 first came out and I was playing that game? What was that called? Contrast. Where I played that little girl and then with the shadow and everything. And remember that there was like a little indie game gem, but actually like as a game itself, it was just something to tie you over because there was nothing else on the PS4.
Oh yeah.
That's what that shit looks like to me. Like I don't.
That's how 90% of games look.
Like it looks like a B. Like if it was like this like AAA like games,
yeah,
it looks like a B, right. Like a B indie game, like someone's first attempt at making a video game. And I don't.
I definitely have been like growing a huge fondness for these sort of, and I don't want to call them B tier because that just makes them sound like they're bad, or rather implies that AAA is good. But games
but there's a certain polish. There's a certain quality. Like even though Anthem is ass, like Anthem is ass, but you can play the game and feel like it's meant to be a AAA experience. Like there's there's a difference.
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily like a good thing. Like that's giving them a platform that they shouldn't have. Like in facts of the matter, Bobby, you're right, but I also don't want to give them that advantage.
I mean, but it is it's like Hollywood. Like there's a big budget movie.
Yeah. The word look beautiful. That's all that's the insult that lets them know that they made something that looks beautiful. But that's all it is. It's not. It is beautiful. It looks beautiful.
Well, not even that, because Destiny, for example, because like Destiny 1, let's talk about Destiny 1. Destiny 1 looked good, it felt good, but the game itself was just really, really boring, repetitive, and not very good. Like the experience itself depleted.
Earlier, it was
lacking.
Expansion came out,
but it was good. It was good. By the second expansion, it was better. But the first expansion of the first Destiny game, by then it was better. But even then, it's still like, even though it was meant to be a AAA game, I wouldn't necessarily call it that. But it felt like it had that Bungie polish to it. It was made by a big team who made AAA games, so they know how to make something that feels like it. Like it didn't just look pretty; it feels a certain way. Like it's a different. I don't know. It's an experience. Like it's like master and apprentice type thing. Like even though you can be a master and still make some shit thing. Like you can be a master and make a bad game, but it will feel good. I don't know how to explain it past that.
They're sort of like AAA games do have this thing where they're sort of crafting a very deliberate, like grandiose, almost cinematic experience, and I fucking hate it. I generally hate it.
But there's there's nothing wrong with that. But like you can't like this or the Witcher series.
Like I'm not gonna sit up here and say this bad. I can't do that.
But like the Witcher series, there's like I think we all can agree that the Witcher series like is a AAA experience, and that's technically an indie because it's technically an independent studio because CD Projekt Red they're self-published and they self-develop, so like they're technically indie, but there's no doubt that that's a AAA experience. We can agree on that,
CD
right?
CD Projekt Red has gone out of their way to like they are sort of on these high indie budgets, but they are very deliberately trying to make
AAA experience.
Yeah.
And that's the words they use too, because DE is the same way. It's really extreme. People make Warframe.
They're But that's the thing. Like they're trying to make a AAA free to play experience, but it doesn't feel like it. Like I played Warframe, it's good. It's in depth. It's really like it's good. I don't know how to explain it past. It's like it's really really good. I'm not a game critic, but it's really really good. It feels like a game that it deserves your time, but it doesn't feel like a AAA experience. It feels like a AA experience.
Man, all this saying almost nice things about like
it's hard to explain.
It's fucking making me mad.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't want to say anything nice about them, Bobby.
Well, they're not all. Why? Well, you know, why you gotta talk shit? Some are good. Give credit where credit's due.
No, they don't. They haven't.
That's the thing is, what makes you think Warframe doesn't feel like a AAA? What makes it feel double?
I don't see. That's really hard to say. I would really have to sit. Like, to be honest, you can't throw me in the spot. Like, I have to really sit down. It's not even the UI, because the UI is way better than what it used to be. When the PS,
I mean, it's better than Destiny.
I disagree with you on that, but it's good.
I mean, it's 100% better. Destiny's AI has been replicated, and it's ass. You press start, and you get your image, and you get 5 boxes. That's your UI. That's the most simplest UI possible.
How's that ass, though?
That's the whole thing. Is simplicity is not something to be admired. It's simple.
I'm not saying it's to be admired. I'm not saying it's ass, though. That's all I'm saying. Like, what makes it ass? Because like my problem with Warframe's UI is just too complicated. Like I can understand everything. I was playing it on PS4 back when I was earlier in my channel career, when I was trying to figure out a game to play.
Career.
You know what I did say career. That's what the fuck am I saying? But like, but seriously, earlier before I would like got established a little bit, but like, and I was playing the thing. I wasn't in like it's dramatically better than what it used to be. Like in the early days when it was free to play on the PS4, it's significantly better. It has more of a focus. I love that. It has more to do. It looks better. Like everything about it. It's like a crafting system, like a progression thing. Like it always puts new things in front of you, new things that like you want to go get. Like the Arcwing, that whole side quest with the Arcwing is just really fucking fun.
All the side quests are really good.
Yeah, but
to talk about why Destiny's thing is the word ass is so the thing that they do right. I'll talk about it first. The thing that they do right is the fact you can have your UI open during loading. So right off the bat, that's the giant check mark on why it's the fact that
why Destiny is good.
Why Destiny's is amazing is why in the loading screen, which already takes 1 billion years, you can be in your menu. That's great. Okay. The reason it's ass is for half the interface, which is almost essentially mandatory to access your bank and stuff, you have to go into your phone. There's no organization for menus.
Oh, yeah, that shit. Okay, no, things. I don't disagree with you on that. No, everything you're about to say right now, that shit is ass. I thought you meant the actual layout of it. No, like the actual integration of the UI. Yeah, like what it can do. That shit is ass. I thought you meant the actual layout of it, though. But no. Everything you're about to say, I 100% agree with you on that. Warframe got that shit beat entirely. Yeah, my bad. No, I agree with you on that.
Listen up, fellas. I'm going to agree with you. It's real great you guys are talking about UI. Shut the fuck up about the fucking system interfaces. Give me the Luigi's Mansion 3. Get in here. Give me the fucking Animal Crossing. Get those fucking unemployed animals that I have to do all the fucking work for in here today. Get Isabelle here.
Isabelle's the only good thing about Animal Crossing, bro. Like, I don't understand how you play that game. I don't understand how you do it, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, so Animal Crossing, the big thing you're excited for. Bobby, you talked about just games in general, but I mean, when it comes to E3, what company, what thing are you actually excited to see? What game has been...
Okay. I'm the two off the top of my head, Monster Hunter and Destiny. I've been wanting to get back into Destiny for a long time, and I'm really happy they moved away from Activision. Now they're just independent published. So now it's just the artists creating what the fuck they want to make, and they've been doing so. Well, let me finish, Brandon. But so I'm just explaining the two games I'm excited to see, and then I'll let you go ahead and say what you're gonna say. But so Destiny is one. I'm just excited to see what they're clearly going to show off more of the new expansion pack that's coming out later this year. So I want to see more of that. And then another game, Monster Hunter, Iceborne. I want to see more of Iceborne. I want to see more monsters with Iceborne. I want to see, because they said this expansion pack in itself could be another game. So I want to see like other maps that they had, like some of the maps. Like I just want to see more of that shit. But that's, to be honest, I'm excited to see that because I have ideas for my channel with those two games specifically. So I guess what I'm more looking for is something that I can enjoy playing, that other people will also enjoy watching me play. That's kind of fucked up and selfish, but that's what I'm really looking forward to see in E3. Go ahead, Brandon. My bad.
First, I just like to say, when fucking Google did their Stadia thing that I'm aggressively apathetic about.
And I'm also excited, and I'm sorry, and I'm also happy to see the YouTube community or the content creator community get their hands on Stadia, and I'm excited that Google has jumped into the gaming world. Personally, I'm just like, even regardless of how Stadia performs, I'm just happy to see Google jump in this bitch because we need another power hitter. I'm tired of seeing Sony win everything, to be honest.
There's a lot of things I want to say because while you guys are talking about UI, my brain is just like, just imagine a 2-year-old in my brain just shouting fucking video games. Two things before I get to the part where I just fucking start shouting. During the fucking Stadia thing, it's like, yeah, and for Destiny 2 Complete or whatever it's called, Destiny 2 Crystal version, you'll be able to port over all of your information from your other consoles. Wink. And they put a little disclaimer at the bottom of the screen that says, PlayStation, the ball's in their court. We don't know what they're going to say. And I fucking love how they put fucking PlayStation on full fucking blast.
Wait.
I put a screenshot of it in the Discord.
Hold on, wait. Who did that?
During the Stadia announcement, like it's in the Discord. Like if you check it right now, it'll be right there. Like I took a fucking screen cap of that. They didn't mention that, like, and Sony, I don't fucking know. It's up to them, but we're putting on full fucking blast today. And the thing that I think, besides Animal Crossing, that I'm the most excited, and I think I've been waiting on this for many, many years, and I'm just going to read a little description from the Wikipedia page. The player takes on... Yes. The player takes on the role of Michael Wilson, the President of the United States, piloting an armored mech with a large arsenal of weapons, and must fight their way through destructible environments full of enemies, infantry, tanks, and helicopters. Give me the fucking video games, man. This is what I need. Listen, I don't want to be a man shooting a regular gun. No, get out of here. Why on earth would I be a regular guy in a non-robot when I could be a guy inside of a fucking robot? Video games.
I'm actually, you're right, Brandon. I'm looking at this screenshot now. It's not in the chat. He put it in the actual Discord channel, but yeah, you're right. It has a little watermark at the bottom that says transferred with PS4 to Stadia are pending approval from Sony. So they just full on in their announcement. They just full on put Sony on blast.
Everybody
Bethesda
did it a few times. And we would have been on Bethesda's back if they didn't make 76.
Man, this is a set
game I was talking about was Metal Wolf Chaos. It is awesome. It is.
That's a video gamey ass name, bro.
Let me describe to you what the fucking box art looks like. So it's an American flag.
Put it in the chat.
Explosion.
Put it in the chat. I want to see it.
I think
I want you to describe it, but I want to see it. Put it in the chat. Go.
No. I'm gonna describe it first. An explosion in the background with an American flag, only like exclusively for Xbox. This is a HD remake, only for Xbox in Japan. It's Japanese only. With a big robot that's red, white, and blue, with a big fucking railgun and a bunch of cartoon like blasters, and like the logo says Metal Wolf Chaos, and with like fucking metal with like gun holes through it. Made by a little boys you might know, called From Software.
Real talk. Holy shit.
Why? How come? Listen. Every single one of video game companies. Look at this. This is what you could have been doing. I'm sitting over here watching the fucking city and like, oh, you could be a regular man, shoot a gun. I literally saw 2 games where I thought they were showing me the same game twice. Where's the American president? Not Donald Trump. Where's like the game where I take Obama and hop in a robot and just start fucking it up? What's wrong with all of you who's ever made a video game? This could have been you fucking idiots.
That is a video gamey ass video game cover, bro. That is a fucking that is a 90s video game ass cover right there.
It's fucking good. And like, I know what I'm describing. It sounds like a joke. I'm having a great serious video game. I'm feeling like a little actually just upset that more games aren't this.
You know what I'm actually excited for E3?
What's up?
I'm surprised you didn't mention it, Bobby, but I guess you just a scrub ass nigga.
Damn, you right. Why you gotta tell everybody though? Damn. Wait, what? Oh, the George R. R. Martin one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
I've been excited about. I want some George R. R. I want some Game of Software.
I want some of that too. I want some Game of Souls. I like that. I like Game of Souls. I want some Game of Souls. That shit is awesome. Yeah, I completely forgot about it because like I didn't think like because that's that announcement or this talking about that is like recent. So I don't know how far along the development that is. But you're right.
It was part of a leak as well that it's going to be shown at, or at least talked about at E3.
I'm excited to see. Yeah, it's going to be a Nordic theme or Viking theme, right? And like it's supposed to be an open world, and the idea is you go to different kingdoms. Different kingdoms and taking over the power of the individual rulers of those kingdoms. That sounds really fucking cool, bro. That sounds really fucking cool.
Witcher, but made from software instead of CD Projekt Red. That's essentially.
In my mind, there's like a hub area, so like I'm thinking Zelda.
I say Witcher because Witcher is a game that was based off of a book writer. So it's.
Okay. I see what you're getting at there. Yeah.
And cool. From software is going to be that, but. From software. So,
also, I'm really speaking of CD Projekt Red. Cyberpunk. That game looked really good. I'm really excited to see because like what they're talking about, and I think CD Projekt Red, regardless of like what they're, I think he's a lead developer or lead designer or something like on the team. He's kind of a douchebag, but with the exception of him, like. They back up what they're talking. Like they don't just say like okay, they have high ambitions, but they're a team that it used to be BioWare in my eyes, but like they're a team that like make high ambitions and usually hit those marks. And what they're talking about with CD Projekt Red got me really excited. Got me really, really excited. I want to play the hell out that game. That's the game I'm talking about. Well, I can play and be excited, and people will be excited to watch me play it. Because that's the game I'm talking about.
I think for a little game, I think the kids know as Death Stranding. There's a man. There's a man.
That's another one. That's another one.
His name is fucking Die Hard Man. and listen, of all the fucking wild shit that's come out of that. I'm at a point where I don't even care if the game is going to be bad. This is art. Right. Do I have one of those ridiculous art hats? No.
Wait, Daryl, have you ever played any Kojima game? Any Kojima game?
I've played Metal Gear Solid 4 of that.
Okay, so you have an idea of Kojima style, and Anthony, you've at least seen me play Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh. So
I've played 4, 5,
Peace Walker.
Okay.
Okay. So we all here know Kojima style. Brandon
Robert.
Brandon has absolutely no idea who the hell Kojima is. So you're right. Everything said
I know art. Who he is. I just haven't played any.
You don't know.
Have you watched at least the opening for Metal Gear Solid 5, like the first hour trailer or the first hour?
Did you play the $30 demo?
That $30 demo is better than most fucking games, bro.
Yeah, it's sad.
Zart.
I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying it's a $30 demo.
That free demo that's no longer allowed to be played, PT, is better than any other horror game I've ever played in my life. And I'm not even
joking. Goddamn Resident Evil 2 live.
You know what? I played Resident Evil 2. It's better than Resident Evil 2. I haven't played the remake. I haven't played the remake, but it's better than Resident Evil 2.
Then shut up. I'm talking about the remake. Shut up.
I'm talking about Resident Evil 7.
I haven't got far. I haven't got far in 7, but I will say this: PT is better than 7, or at least what I've played. PT is hell. Have you played PT?
Yeah,
like
that's a fucking statement.
Yeah, I was gonna say
PT is really fucking good.
Is it because you were scared? Because if it is, then
no, I know, because I know, no. Here's the thing. This is why I say it's better, because the fact I played at least 5 hours of 7, and I didn't get I got one jump scared one time. The entirety of PT, the short time I've played it, but the entirety of the time I was playing PT, I was legitimately horrified. And that game is just walking around in circles in a fucking, like in a same hallway. But I was legitimately terrified playing PT. I wasn't actually terrified playing 7. I mean, it's scary. It's a good game. I'm not shitting on 7. What I'm saying is Kojima is a fucking artist. I'm hell excited about Death Stranding.
But also, to be fair, they give you that small sample and give you much in that small sample, so you can be scared and everything like that. So yeah,
it's easy to make really scary jump scares in a.
But you also kind of have to. It's not jump scares though. It's legitimately not jump scares. It's like
no, I didn't say jump scare.
There are jump scares. There are jump scares in it, but like PT isn't just jump scares. The atmosphere is terrifying. You literally don't know. Like it goes from just walking around in a circle to like walking around in hell but you're still in the same hallway. It's still the same textures. It's like it's literally Kojima said himself. It was him and his team trying to make a bad game. And they failed. They failed miserably.
It's easier to do that in a small sample size. Than for the full-blown game.
You're right. I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Oh, he is very art right now.
He is very art right now. Babe, come here. Come here. Look at Brandon. Look at Brandon.
Brandon, what are you doing?
That's art right there.
What are you doing?
That's what?
What? Are you wearing your sunglasses at night?
He's wearing his sunglasses at night.
This is art, boy.
It looks like Willy Wonka sunglasses. What the fuck?
Willy Wonka sunglasses.
Is that a cowboy hat?
No, it's 2 snapbacks.
Wait, what is it, Brandon?
It's 2 snapback.
2 snap. Lord Jesus, you all Old Town Road motherfucker. What the type of shit?
I had to. So fun fact. I'm wearing my actual. So I can't see the fucking. But I can actually see better wearing my regular glasses in front of these 2 sets of sunglasses. I'm wearing 2 right now, keeping everybody posted.
You know what? You might have like you can probably, I don't know, market that and sell it somehow. I don't know.
Bobby, maybe they just have. Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, we're about at that hour, aren't we?
Yeah, we're a little more. We're let's keep going. We got a good flow and some good juices here. If you want to back out or something,
then that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, if you want to back out, that's cool. But like,
I just kind of wanted to not have to be on topic a little bit more because we were supposed to be talking about E3.
We're never. Have you ever listened to our podcast? We're never on topic. We start.
So the original
podcast is never ever. Just
never on topic.
I'm surprised Dragon Ball has been brought up, unless I missed it.
Damn it, Daryl! God damn it, Daryl!
Wait, Daryl, you might be okay. So hear me out. What about that fucking Dragon Ball Z game where we saw Goku walking for like 4 seconds?
Actually, no. You know what? We can't talk about this because it's E3 and it's video game relevant. What's it called?
Yeah. Dragon Ball.
There's an RPG. There's an action RPG coming out in the same art style of Fighter Z. It's an action RPG Dragon Ball, and it's going to center around Goku, obviously. But that's all we know. But it's going to be the same art style, and I think it's the same team who made Z. Or I think it may be a different team, but it's definitely the same art style.
It's a different team.
Xenoverse clone?
I hope not.
Because everything Bandai Namco does that's like a big project like that has been on the freaking Xenoverse engine, and I'm tired of it.
I hope it's not on the same engine, but I do like the Xenoverse atmosphere. Like I do like that idea. I do like I like the live
like, every game they put out has been.
I don't think so. I don't think
One Piece to Naruto to Jump Force.
I haven't played any of, but I don't think is that because what it made it seem. It didn't seem like a Xenoverse game. It seemed like an action adventure starring. Like it's not a fighting. It's an action adventure game starring Goku. So I think you're going to play as Goku, going through like playing, like replaying, like think Saga.
So Legacy of Goku HD.
That's what it seems. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I said. Saga. Fuck Saga. That game is terrible.
Why'd you bring up Sagas?
Saga was a great concept.
Fuck Broly.
No,
Broly. It was a great concept. Great concept, but the execution was terrible, and that's why they never went back to it. Because I don't think they can actually execute. They've done way better. Like Xenoverse is a way better game with the basic concept.
I heard some.
Saga it had such a great concept. I just wanted them to do it better.
You can have a great concept.
So I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Shit,
like
it's not executed properly.
I'm going to keep it like the most real I've ever kept in my entire life without calling somebody a racist at the end or something. The idea of a video game where you go around and beat up enemies and fight a boss at the end, I think we've about mastered that concept as a culture.
Yeah.
So I don't think we
Dragon Ball.
Okay, just use that. Okay, but this is the thing though. Like Legacy of Goku is just Zelda with Goku.
No,
like we can't.
No, Legacy. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Not the same. It doesn't. It's not Zelda because like okay, Zelda had you can go back. It's like there's a replayability to it. Legacy of Goku is a straightforward story. You start off one thing and then you go through, and then when you beat the game, except for the Buu Saga one, but like there weren't really anything to do after you beat the game of Legacy of Goku. Not saying it's a bad game, but it's not
like
Zelda.
You're kind of talking about like I mean in like the broadest possible like a top-down game where like a top-down action adventure game where you fight basically the same as you do in 2D Zelda games.
Okay,
and my point is
that case,
like,
then okay. In that case, yes.
Saying, like in the most basic at that point, that's any 2D platformers Mario.
I mean, like that's not too far off from what I'm kind of trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. It's very close.
I mean, but see, that doesn't feel right saying because like saying Mega Man is Mario.
Well, my point is that I think
saying,
as a culture we have mastered.
Like saying Rayman is Mario. But okay.
Like again, as a video games culture, I think we have roughly mastered the art of a 3D space where you go around and fight dudes, and that's kind of what the appeal of Dragon Ball Z Sagas was, because most Dragon Ball Z games are fighting games. So
yeah, but there's been other Dragon Ball games, but the other Dragon Ball games after that done way better though. Like Xenoverse is a perfect example of that because that's all you do.
Yeah, but like, Xenoverse is also kind of a fighting game.
Yeah, it's an arena.
Like my point is that like I think the great concept we're talking about is a regular action adventure game, and I think we know how to make it, so we don't have to say, "Ooh, it was a good idea." Bubsy was an idea, and I think we know how to make platform.
I've never played Bubsy.
Don't.
I was just using that example. Like I'm not trying to invoke anyone's Bubsy trauma.
No, I'm just curious.
But the main thing about Sagas, which is why I like to focus on like Sagas being a great idea, is a Dragon Ball Z action adventure multiplayer game is.
The multiplayer aspect was cool.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest things I want from a Dragon Ball Z game. Me and my friends teaming up against fucking.
Yeah, but Broly getting fucking his ass kicked by Yardrat is stupid. But the fact that the first time you ever seen a Yardrat was in that game was kind of cool. That was actually really cool.
It's such a cool concept, is being able to play with my friends against bad guys, which is what Xenoverse is, except that's arena. I want to have to work my way to the big bad guy.
What if Dragon Ball Z Sagas was good? Yeah. I think that's the thing that we.
Yeah. What if it could have been the top game of my childhood?
What do you think? What do you think is going to be like? Do you think they're going to go the Saga route, or do you think they're going to like to go the Legacy route?
I think they're going to.
Huh?
I think it might be a revisit.
I think it's gonna be an open world RPG.
I think it's
Like,
gonna be-
do you see that One Piece World Seekers? I think what it's called.
I heard that was good. I wanted to play it. I don't know shit about One Piece though. That's why I didn't buy it. But I want to play it. That's good.
It's average. It's about this.
Yeah, like it's fine.
The Xbox Naruto was.
I was
It's
actually
cool,
just
right?
about to
Building-
mention
You
that.
talking about the one where you do this hand
What
signs?
was that? Rise of Ninja?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Do you remember the one where you did the early years of 360 where you did the hand signs? That shit was cool. Like that was kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool ones. And there was a PS2 one that was kind of ass, but it was kind of cool.
I remember which one was that?
It was
Be more specific.
Uzumaki Chronicles, I think it was.
I think I remember you playing that. I think I remember you playing that.
It
No,
was a
thank
good
you.
concept as well, but it just was fun enough. It was like, oh,
Why
this
are-
is almost fun.
Why are anime games bad? That don't make sense to me. Cause like the anime,
The same way video game movies are bad.
but that doesn't make sense.
Listen,
Okay, see, video game, that doesn't make sense to me. Video game movies are for an audience that don't know shit about like the concept or the world or whatever. Like, and people who watch anime play video games. So like, why doesn't and like anime feels like it feels like a cutscene in a fucking video game. So why does that
think-
shit translate
I
well?
think it's because let's go back to Dragon Ball. They always have to rehash the story and pound it into your face. Even though you know the story of Dragon Ball, by the 5th game, you're kind of like, can we just get to the action, bro?
Okay, but like here's an example. Like,
And then
have you ever played? Have you
games like Full Metal Alchemist?
But have you ever played Full? Yeah, Full. I was about to say Full Metal. I was about to Full Metal. This game has scarred me for life. Like it's permanently scarred in my mind. But like Full Metal Alchemist Crimson Elixir. Have you guys ever played this game? It's a PS2 game. Yes.
Yes.
You can't see it in my face, but I'm trying so fucking hard. I'm trying so goddamn hard not to talk about destruction. All right, listen, we could have a whole special side where probably just me and fucking Daryl talking about how bad Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Rose. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Rose is the only.
amazing.
It's awesome, but
boy, listen, guys.
Is amazing.
Guys, I'm being dead ass fucking serious. Can we please put a fucking pin talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! So we can make a little side special because we missed 3 weeks and have another Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode? I'm not fucking joking. Not a joke.
Okay, I'm making a note of that. We'll come back to that. But like back to what I was saying. Okay, go back. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Rose is awesome. I think we can all agree to that. But Full Metal.
I think that game was bad. Oh,
It's
I'm not gonna.
good and bad. We won't come back to it.
Okay, we'll go.
It's a good game,
I love that
bad
game.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's the only. That is the.
Man,
It's
definitely just
definitely
tried to-
bad Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's just really fun.
It's the only Yu-Gi-Oh game I like. It's the only Yu-Gi-Oh game I like because it's so different from Yu-Gi-Oh. It's so different from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I whole ass tried to drag you through the mud for saying, "Oh, it's a great concept." Is a stupid thing to say, but damn, it was a great concept.
It's such. Dude, Water Dragon, you own every. Water Dragon was OP as fuck. OP as fuck, bro. But the actual card is garbage.
For people at home, and we are super talking over each other. Right? For anyone at home, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh game, right? And so it's a board game. It's not a card game. It's a board game. Well, you have cards, okay. But this is the kicker. This is the kicker. And I'm not fucking with you. For anyone at home, I am in no way, shape, or form fucking with you. It is an adaptation of the Rose War, the actual factual War of the Rose that happened in real life France. And this is a real line from the game. Hi, I'm Henry Tudor the Second or the Seventh, who's a real guy in history, but my friends call me Yugi. That is the best thing.
That game was that game, but you could take the actual Yu-Gi-Oh card, take the little fucking pin number at the bottom of it, put it in the game, and then you have that card in game. That shit is awesome. Whatever. Anyway, Crimson Elixir. That game, like it starts off like the anime, but it doesn't touch on the actual story at all. It goes off into its own little non-canon story, but that game itself is still bad.
It's pretty bad. Like, I looked at a trailer when I was in prime fucking weeaboo age and said, "Ooh, I don't know about this one."
That bad. I bought the Anthony. You remember? Like I bought I played the shit out that game. I beat that game like 18 times, hoping that the new game plus was gonna be better. It wasn't. It was equally as bad, except I was just OP. But the best part about that game was it came with a fucking DVD of 2 episodes that weren't like you couldn't get anywhere else. Like that was the best part about that game. But well, I'm getting it. But that's the anime game. But like the anime is good. Like why doesn't that translate?
So this is really the reason.
The manga's good.
Yeah, it's literally the same reason why movies is you pay so much money to get the property, and then you just as the producer you just tell people to go make a game that they're not comfortable with because you bought the property. And then you tell them that they're already running low on time.
But see,
the fucking game.
But see, that.
Actually, I think there's a little bit more to it than that.
But like, see,
specifically,
yeah,
so if I put this name on a game, and I know for a absolute fact that you're going to buy it, what is my incentive for making that game good? Because you're already going to buy it. I already have your money.
I think that's mostly it. But even then, I don't understand why it's still like that to this day. Like they still make bad anime games because it doesn't make sense to me. Because
they don't make nearly as many. Like
there are still a lot of bad ones.
There's still
we don't get them as much.
There's a lot of bad ones that come out constantly. I think.
Yeah, it's just we don't get them anymore. They stay in Japan.
See, I just don't understand. But I don't understand. Like, I don't understand it because like people who watch anime like video games, and like if you and like people who work on anime,
you're assuming that's nowhere near true. People really don't like video games.
You know, that's
are you really?
Two different mediums.
They're two different mediums, but like I've never met.
That's super untrue.
I've never met a person who likes anime who doesn't like.
Loves anime.
Which one?
Does not like
Which one? The Asian or the black one?
Well, actually, Bobby does have a point. It's. Well,
or maybe that's just uncommon. Maybe that's just hella uncommon.
It's the fact that they know that you like it, and that you're gonna buy it anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You're gonna buy it. They're gonna get the sales numbers that they want, and they can. They're like, we did what we did it. We succeeded. Now, if you go and trade the game in, that doesn't bother them. They already took your money.
Yeah, like
but that's what I'm saying. But that's why I made the point. It's the same with the movies. Is they've already spent so much money getting all the properties and stuff. They don't care about the actual product. They care about just getting.
They care about that opening weekend.
Yeah, and they're not going to. But if they made a good game, they can make more. Why are they not doing it? That's Bobby's point. If you just made a good anime game, what's going to stop a actual gamer from just enjoying your game? But it's the same with the movie. If you just made Tomb Raider good, if you made Assassin's Creed good, Resident Evil good, which apparently they did. We're not going to talk about that.
You also have to think about it, they probably already have it where they already have a set number of games that they already going to.
Like they probably have a loose idea of like how that generic video game like title will sell. So if they sort of know roughly how much it's going to sell, like they don't really have much incentive to make a good one because again, good games take time.
Tell me what's different between Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, besides the hub world. Not a damn thing.
No. Just because the balancing, yeah, but like that's really nothing. You can nerf that in like patches. The animations are the same. Like the gameplay is the same.
The story is the same.
The camera's a little bit better.
The missions are the same.
There's no difference in that. But here's the thing though. I didn't play Xenoverse 1 though. I didn't play Xenoverse 1 until it was free on PSN. I've never
But I'd also like to throw out there that anime games have definitely been getting progressively better. Not necessarily great, but like a lot of companies have sort of been narrowing down like what publishers like sort of specialize in making anime games that are basically
like
serviceable. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where they sort of know that Bandai Namco can make a reasonable game, and you know.
Bandai Namco makes pretty horrible. Have you tried the fucking whatchamacallit?
They're like hit and miss with Bandai Namco. They're like hit and miss with me.
They're batting like an average.
Like they're batting like a solid
270.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
I don't know
lower.
baseball.
Maybe
Is that? I don't know baseball. I don't know baseball. Is that good or like I don't
Like
know.
I'm guessing that's like
decent.
a solid, like, you know, it's a solid C more often than not. Like most anime games that get released now, like either go directly to, you know, the fucking app store, which is where most licensed games kind of.
Hey, how did that anime Dark Souls work out? Anthony, have you played it?
They pushed it back.
They pushed it back.
Dang.
It's not even out yet.
Wait, anime
okay.
Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Cold Vein.
Yeah, Code Vein. They pushed that shit back because they were.
Oh.
They got a lot of
that. Okay.
Well, I hope that's gonna be at E3.
Yeah, but here's the big thing.
Neo 2. That's gonna be
We've
good.
seen like the Namco Bandai's going like a C, but I mean, other than so you have Xenoverse, we'll give that a pass. You know, they at least it's passable. It's a good game. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. But then they have My Hero Academia, bad game.
I'm gonna argue. Well, I'm not gonna say it's good, but I'm going to say that game is bad, but kind of serviceable as like it's like a D plus because like the grades are being sort of curved where like a great anime game would be like a slightly above mediocre regular game.
Okay.
That makes any
All right.
sense.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Wait. I got one that should easily translate to video games really well. Berserk. Why hasn't there been like a really good Berserk game?
There has on Dreamcast.
Those two games were both basically good, and you know they had plots that basically fit into Berserk lore. And I'm guessing the reason why we haven't gotten any more. So there was a Berserk Warriors game a few years back that I enjoyed, and I seem to be literally the only person who's ever said those exact words.
No, I heard it was enjoyable. I just heard it was
like it was probably on the worst end of, you know, Warriors licensed games, but like, you know, like in my humble opinion, Warriors games in the sort of
worse than Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem was bad.
Food. I liked it a lot more than Fire, but that's because the Fire Emblem felt evil and corporate cynical.
That shit was boring. That shit was boring. That was a waste of $40.
But if you mean like in sense of like how come gotten like From Software is making a Berserk game, because, you know, it's very obvious that, you know, every time they fucking go to make a Dark Souls game, they said, "Hey guys, I had an idea. Let's all rewatch Berserk and see what that's about." That seems to be a trend. Probably because Berserk is always on hiatus.
Why?
That's probably your reason.
Well, I was gonna say, this is the big thing it's the cost. If you're going to like, if Berserk wants to get a game made, they have to pay the developers, which you're not going to pay From Software. You're going to pay the small indie ones who are not that good. If you're a developer who's trying to do it, you have to go and spend big money. From Software is not going to spend big money for these names.
Okay, I got something for you. My bad. Finish what you're saying, but I got finish. Okay, so I got. Go ahead.
Fist of the North Star, great anime game, like fantastic.
That was another Warrior. Oh, you mean the fucking Yakuza?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fan-fucking-tastic and just as good as any of the actual Yakuza games.
I've never.
Please go play it, even if you don't give a fuck about Fist of the North Star.
I've never seen it, but I want to play it. But
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna show you a
but hold on, but wait, but I got something else. Okay, I can only think of one, but I know of two, but I can only think of one right now.
Sure.
But okay, movies to video games don't work. Video games to or anime to video games don't work. But what about? But for some reason, like books to video games seem to work. Like Witcher is the only one I can think of on top of my mind. I know there's another one. I'm slipping on it.
Period.
I'm slipping on it. There's another one, but like, what if like manga? What if they just like went from manga to video game? Like they based it less off the anime and to the manga. Because for some reason, like literature to video games seems to work. That seems like a concept.
I think the thing with anime and manga is that
Warcraft.
People who are making the games
Warcraft.
only
That's the other
have
game I was talking about.
one genre in mind, and that's usually the shonen.
So with yeah, like
if you do like a romantic comedy anime, it's usually just gonna be like at best a visual novel, and not a lot of people go for visual novels. But if you want to make an anime style game, it's most likely a shonen.
Okay.
And most of the most popular shonen are taken specifically by Bandai Namco. So they pretty much, it's like an EA. It's like EA has a monopoly on football. Like they have the license for Madden. No one else can now make an NFL style game.
But that's not the case.
Bandai Namco.
Is that the case
Like-
with Bandai Namco though? Like, do they just have the
Well, they have the license for some of it. Like, I don't think they have the
for
license
shonen, right?
anymore.
But like for shonen, but not for
But
everything
they
else.
they don't have it like for shonen as a genre. Like, there's nothing stopping anyone from maybe going out and making like a Claymore game.
Okay,
For
all right. So
example.
this is another,
That's what I'm saying.
but
Like they have it to where they have the most popular anime. Like so, like they do the Naruto, the One Piece, the Dragon Ball. If someone does put out like Fist of the North Star that came out, it was a really good game. But how many units did it sell compared to like Fighters or Xenoverse 2?
it's not. It's never going to sell near that because it's like,
it's
but that's Dragon
already
Ball
made by
Z.
the Yakuza.
But let me. I got another thing. So fuck. What was I was just about to say? Damn it! I just lost it. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. It'll come back to me. Sorry.
But I was like, anime has made it great into video games. It's all. That's why Dragon Ball Z Fighters is made by an actual fighting game company. That game turned out great. Fist of the North Star, made by an actual game company. There's another anime one.
But more often than not, though. Like, yes, there are some, like, but more often than not, they're just really bad.
So I feel like Bobby's like actual question isn't like why they're bad, but how come there don't seem to be
Now I remember. Yes, that's what now I remember. I was about to say. Remember when Faz came out and that guy Phil Fish, he said he made that statement like all JRPGs or all Japanese games are bad, like and then like all the whole gaming industry just kind of like fuck you, Phil Fish, and it made him quit, which is very sad. Like, it was just very sad in my personal opinion. Like, he's an asshole. There's no doubt that he's an asshole, but there's one less person making great games in the game industry because the whole internet talk shit about him. But anyway, that's how no, seriously, that's how I personally feel about it. I like the passion about and that's what I love about video games, the art, the inner mind being presented on screen. That's what I like about video games. But regardless of that, I understand what he was saying. Like, there's nothing. There's some anime that since he made that statement, there's been some JRPGs or Japanese games that kind of changed the formula of like what you to expect from a JRPG. Like Atlas is a really good example. They make really good like games, like Japanese games. Like, they're clearly Japanese video games. FromSoft is another example of that. They're clearly Japanese made, but they're really good. They're different than like any other. Like, they're not a samey ass Tales game or a Square or what's another game?
Capcom.
No, Capcom's doing really well lately. Capcom is another example of them. Like,
I thought you were listing ones that like do well, because I was literally just gonna pull up a list of Japanese game developers and have a long list, because I feel like that's where you're going with it.
Well, no.
He's going with the anime style.
But the anime style, though, like, what's it like? Why is there no innovation? Like, that's what I'm getting at. Anime style. Why is there no innovation happening within the anime style? Like, why? Like, case closed. You can make a case closed video game in the style of a fucking
like Phoenix Wright.
Or Phoenix Wright.
Oh,
Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright, or like Telltales or Tall Tales. Where Telltales?
Yeah,
I think it's because it's their own general idea. They don't have to go out and buy the rights. They don't have to worry about do they need to get the actual voice actors or thing like that. They just go with what they know.
Let's move away from like licensing and let's talk about Japanese games in general. So have all of us played like a mainline Shin Megami Tensei game at some point?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Okay, so you know about like Demon Negotiation.
Yeah.
How come Demon Negotiation, even in like more recent ones like Persona 5, which does have negotiation that's the same as the last one, they've had like 20 years to figure out how to make this good, and BioWare has like blown them out of the fucking water with Knights of the Old Republic. Like, when it comes to like having a dialogue.
See, I don't play Knights of the Old Republic because that involves Star Wars.
Well, like my point.
I see what you're saying.
Literally any BioWare game.
But yes, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, but yes, that's kind of what you're getting at. But then again, like Persona 5 have done other things that kind of make up for that. Like
they've had like this one mechanic though, or like how Mario has like never good swimming.
But no, I agree with you on that. Like, but see, even then, like, even though they make up in other ways, I like how they combined like life simulator with like JRPG, but the JRPG aspect of it, like the actual like the meat, the thing that's supposed to, well, I guess the life simulator is also the meat that makes you come back, but like the actual combat of the game, it's just kind of boring. It's just kind of boring as turn based. Like I'm not hating on it. It's cool, but it's also
no. Like as the fucking hardcore Mega 10 boy, I played them all, etc. I don't see why we're pulling all these cool dudes from mythology, and between all, I don't know, fucking thousands of demons, well, probably like more like 8,000 at this point. Like from 1,000 demons, between them all, they have like maybe 10 spells, like 3 elemental ones, and like a non-elemental one, and like, you know, 3 buffs, I guess.
So this is the thing for game design is how do you make a turn base more fun by adding more complicated stuff? Because that doesn't make it more fun; it makes it more complicated.
I think adding meaningful.
Ask yourself, why does everyone enjoy Persona 5 even though it's a boring turn-based RPG game?
Well, I think Persona 5 gets away with it because it's like snappy. Like picking commands feels good because there's so little.
It's also very stylistic. It is a very stylistic game.
Yeah, like doing stuff that looks cool, even if it's very simple, feels good. But you know,
like there's one other thing as well.
It's because
the music.
Waifus.
Yeah, the music
Waifus.
Waifus.
No.
Nah.
Waifus.
Definitely the music.
Definitely the waifus.
Except for no, get out of here. Except for my girl Makoto Nijima, who I would happily die for.
Yeah, everybody
you mean Sai Nijima? Get it right. Sai Nijima.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
her sister.
Her too.
Oh,
I would happily die for both of them.
If I was able to sleep, okay. But
I just want them to look at me. That's like
I just want them to look at me.
This turned into waifu wars real fast.
Real fast.
But when it comes, it's game design when it comes down to game design, it's like
I think we lost Brandon.
Yeah, I can't imagine a game that, like, if Persona had more spells, it would come down to making other spells less important. The thing about those, because you wouldn't be able to balance it. Why would you ever use a weaker spell if you can get some mixture?
So there are actually other Megami Tensei games with this a lot. Yeah. So in the Devil Survivor games, so standard single targeting spells do more damage, and multi-targeting spells like the Ma spells, like Miragi or something, does less damage than Agi. But you also only have a limited number of move spots, like Pokemon. So you know, like, and you also have what are they called? I think they're called like Tartanums. No, they're called dances. You have dance spells, and dances do a random amount of damage. No, they do a consistent amount of damage, but a random number of hits between 2 and 5. And I think having like those sort of meaningful choices with basically the exact same, you know, RPG mechanics and basically the same spell, I think that is one way you could make the combat mechanics in Persona more interesting. Or do something similar to what Pokemon does and give, like, you know...
But I feel like Persona has that.
Yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't. It has a set, like an extremely set pool of abilities you can choose from.
It's Final Fantasy.
Final
Fantasy skills.
What if Personas, because, you know, these are all interesting characters from mythology, had passive abilities that they had. Like, some of them are positive or some of them are negative, but the point is that they kind of differentiate themselves from each other, because there's not really a whole lot of difference between two demons that don't have many resistances that both know Agi and Bufu. Like, there's not a huge amount of difference. But if I said one of them had like an inherent skill that said you go first in combat, or one of them just said your strength is, or like one of them said your strength is doubled, but you always go last. Like, I think that adds a lot more meaningful complexity, not just complexity for complexity's sake.
I'm with Brent. That's actually really good. That's really fucking good. I like that.
1,000 demons, so you have to make it to where all of those are actually meaningful.
Well, I mean, there are like 1,000 Pokemon.
Yeah, and
exactly.
and we don't use any of them.
Well,
I mean,
Well,
but
you don't use every Persona game, so
And that's already
like I
okay.
okay.
Step backwards.
We'll see.
If they want
I
Like okay, like
as-
Anthony, I see where you're getting at, but like what if there can be like a half step in both directions, or like maybe you can take a step backwards, but also take a step forward in what Brandon was saying, like add new abilities that have different ways of function that change your way of like thinking about combat instead of just pressing X and like fire move here and X electric move here, whatever. Like have moves that make you think a little bit more about what's happening in combat, but also dial it back a little bit on how many personas there actually are in the game.
But that takes away the mythos. This is.
I don't think that's true. Like Persona is very good about having about 200 or so, because for each arcana there are about 10 demons each, and each of those generally have like a certain family tree to them. Like a level 1 emperor will have very similar stats or just outright upgraded stats from like a rank 2 or 3 thing from like the same arcana.
So instead of having like 10 each, just like have like 8.
Yeah, like maybe each family of demons, since the Megami Tensei series like does typically have demon families. Just give them like 2 or 3 different inherent abilities to pick from, and there you go. Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. They could just be redundant. Like there are more than one Pokemon with guts or whatever. Or if this guy is like the god of lightning or whatever, there shouldn't really be a reason why, like, I don't know, I'd rather have him with Agidine than Thunder. Like that seems dumb.
I don't know what Agidine.
I don't completely disagree, or I don't completely agree or disagree with it, but all those things are all like valid things. I still say like because it comes down to balance, and I could talk about that part forever. But the main point I want to get, because all those are points. Like I can already spend hours theory crafting in Persona, like hour theory crafting. So if you add more, I can add more hours. But what about the person who doesn't even like that RPG, but they like Persona?
Well,
you're going to
crank it down. Well, okay, hear me out for a minute.
Well, see, here's the thing, like
at the beginning of most.
Hold on, Brandon. Let me take this one over. So someone like me, I don't like to do that at all. I'm not a mid-maxer. I do it a little bit, but I'm not really a mid-maxer. But if I had a reason to actually care about that shit, like if I knew that it affected my gameplay pursuing forward in the game, I would actually pay a little bit more attention to it. I would find enjoyment out of it. Like, okay, changing this here, doing this here, trying this thing out here, like changing up my style a little bit. Like instead of just like having an ice type demon and a fire type demon, and like just kind of just leveling them up throughout that's how I used to play Pokemon, and it's very boring.
But Persona's already able to do that. You're able to give a fire person that is all fire ice moves by fusing them with ice.
Well, yeah, but like that kind of makes a certain amount of homogeny to it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, Daryl. That's how I feel about it.
Here's a very simple version of it. What if I got I don't know who's a famous samurai? Samurai Jack. What if Samurai Jack was a persona, right? And he just granted you a skill that was just called Bushido, and it just said, if you have a sword, you deal a little bit more damage. Like, I don't think that, like, raises the bar to, like, a unfathomable degree. And also, for people that don't want to interact with those game mechanics, you think I was about to say don't fucking play the game. That's wrong. Most Persona games, starting from 4 Golden onward, and most other Shin Megami Tensei games, on the fucking screen where you pick your difficulty, it specifically says, pick easy mode, or pick cruising, or whatever they call it, if you only care about the story. They give you that option. They are literally handing you on this little platter. Here, you don't want to play the game, you just want to hear the story? Here you go. This is me taking a thing off the, what they're called. It's right there for you. So if you don't want to play with the game, you don't have to play the game, you just play the story. But if you do want to play the game, you don't have to play a sort of boring game where every single demon just has the same 4 skills, because those are just kind of the best skills to have.
But that's the thing, is adding, just like you said, he adds a little bit of story damage. Doesn't add any complexity to your thing.
Well, you're saying we should, like, not have complexity, I guess.
I said that because I'm saying there's 100 something demons. If you add, I said it's balanced. If you're going to add those, all those ones that are ass are going to be ass. All the ones that are good, unless you can make all of them balanced, there's no reason to add.
Like, it doesn't really have to be perfectly balanced. Like,
I mean,
it's a single player video.
A while back,
Salamence isn't a balanced Pokemon, and it's fine if it's
a while back, Brandon and I were talking about Magic, and you told me something that the designer had said something about the game specifically. But Brandon brought this up, but
First Church of Mark Rosewater boys.
But like how like it's okay to have bad cards in the game because it makes the good cards look better. Like
how do I know Xantetsuken is a good spell if I don't have Excalibur to compare it with?
The same way you can.
I can't get these references on flavor.
Me neither. I'm trying my best, bro. I'm trying.
Well, okay.
You can play Marvel vs. Capcom and have any one of those characters all be viable because they're all overpowered.
Okay. Oh shit! Because we all know that. Oh, that was a weirdly aggressive tone to take with you. I didn't mean it like that. Like, okay. So how do we know that a boss character like like how do we know a boss character fucking kicks ass? And again, like from a casual perspective, because they can fuck your shit up. They don't care about your card. They can just beat you up no problem. Look at Akuma, he just floats over to you and he floats over and just beats you up, and there you go. Like, I just shoot a little fireball. I can't do that. That's how I know he's a pretty strong fella. But also, more importantly, RPGs aren't fighting games. Things don't have to be perfectly balanced. There is a progression system where things progress. You gotta get some shit cards. You gotta have a magic card so you know who the real Salamances are.
That's true.
You gotta have it.
That is true. Like I think you're looking at it as a fighting game style, like where every character has to be a little bit balanced.
That's what happens in Pokemon, where all these ass, and then you go to the professional scene, and there's 8 Pokemon. And I mean,
like, so Anthony, I think you're coming at a perspective.
But see, there's no
with other players, and I'm just talking about a single player.
No. Time out. I understand what he's getting at. Like, it does get to a point where it kind of everything just kind of funnels. Like all these things are asked, and it's just like a funnel of like only what's good there. But what you're proposing, Anthony, is just like having everything be kind of good, and that's just kind of boring. They're like there needs to like instead of just like, think about this. But think about this though. But hold on, let me finish. Instead of just thinking of it like. Instead of thinking of it as a pyramid, think of it more of a trapezoid. And like at the top is not a fine point. There's a lot like it's still a kind of a flat surface where it's open enough for you to have some variety. I do agree with you on the professional scene of Pokemon. It's just the same shit, and I hate that. And I do it, but like
you have 3 choices. Let's say you have 10 choices. One's $100 bills, one's $5 bills, one's a sriracha bottle, one's an empty glass bottle. You're gonna pick the better one. And what happens if you get an option where you get $100, you get something that's worth $100, you get something that is essentially priceless.
See, this is our thing though. Okay, you have a this is
understanding.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. Is that like I don't see a problem with having Butterfree be significantly worse than Salamence. Like I think that's fine. Like, there's not an issue with that.
I agree with you on that. I don't see a problem with that. But this is how I see it in my mind. You have $100. You have $1 bill, $2 bill, $3 bill, $4 bill, and you go all the way up to $100. Or you go all the way to a $500 bill because in the banking world, apparently there's a $500 bill. You do all the way up to the $500 bill, and then you have, like you said, a sriracha bottle, a fucking rolling tape thing, a mouse, whatever. Like, obviously, you want to choose the $500 bill, or in that case. But what if there's a bundle of $500 ones? I mean, obviously, you would still pick the bill, right? Okay, but what if there's a bundle of $500 a bundle of 500 ones that's that equals up 500 ones that equals $500 or whatever, and like you have a $500 bill. That $500 bill you can only spend that in a bank, but 500 ones you can spend that whatever. Now you have a little bit more diversity, but it's still equal in price. So like
that's the thing I'm asking.
Like that's how I see it in my mind. Like you can open the playing field. You can still have balance, but you can still have shit things at the bottom. Like there's no matter what, there's going to be things that just people aren't going to use. But why not? But why not?
So my comment to that would be, because it's cool. Like sometimes there just kind of is,
That's
best.
That's what I'm saying. That's the opinion because you're saying because it's cool. It's because I think it's cool.
I don't know about you, but I kind of like the idea.
Let's go back to Pokemon. Right? Let's go back to like Butterfree is not. I don't know. What's a good Pokemon?
Goku.
There you go.
I don't know. Fucking Dragonite, maybe.
Dragon. Let's go Dragonite. Goku. Dragonite named Goku. So you have a Butterfree, but obviously a Butterfree. obviously a Butterfree isn't as strong as I'm about to say a Goku. Yeah, it's not as strong as a Goku.
It's reasonable.
But you do have a Gyarados, which I don't know. Gyarados is a dragon type, right? What's another dragon type?
Gudra.
Salamence, whatever. That can equal a fucking a Goku. That can equal a Goku. But it's not. It's not. I mean, not exactly. It's not 1-1. But
it's horrible stats compared to Dragonite. Dragonite would shit on him every day.
What I'm okay, like, okay, you get what I'm getting at here. Like I'm going in terms of type wise, like because I'm trying to think of a counter. So I don't know not Dragon Ball. Fuck. I don't know Pokemon, the competitive scene, or even like the like I don't even understand the stat wise, the min maxing and all that to Pokemon to like understand stats and like what's the actual good pairing or whatever. I was just going off of type wise. So like Dragon types are at the top. Fucking Bug. What is Bug?
Not necessarily how it goes. But I see what you're
but imagine like that. Like there's still like a playing field up top there where people can like stature is another thing. You can also up stats here and there. There can still be a balance, but you can still have things at the bottom. But like in terms of Pokemon, there's still things at the bottom, right? That's just kind of shit. You'll never Magikarp. You'll never fucking use a Magikarp and everything. But like you can use that for like.
Don't tell me about Gyarados. Don't start telling me about Gyarados.
Or even Ditto. Like Ditto would never be a top. Yeah, like Ditto was never at the top of the competitive scene. But Ditto is still a use.
Ditto will never be a top.
Yeah.
Ditto will never be a top, but
Ditto's just a bottom, y'all.
Just a bottom for everybody. But it's still useful Pokemon. You can find other uses. That's all I'm getting. Like you don't have to just play a game just for like what's.
It has uses, but there are Pokemon that have 0 uses unless and if you're saying in the Pokemon game, they have uses because the AI.
Well, maybe Pokemon isn't a good thing because like in the Pokemon universe, but in the Pokemon universe, they're animals, so like they don't have to be competitive. They're just there because they're there.
That's why the show's good. Like, but it's when it comes down to a game is when you have people who like RPGs for different reasons. You have people who like RPGs for the theory craft, who can spin our theory craft. When you start adding things that don't do anything, it's why are they adding it? You're not.
See, you're only looking at it from the guy who likes the theory craft. What I'm getting at is the fact that like you can find other uses. It doesn't have like me. I don't give a damn about having like if I can use a Pokemon that's not the best in the stats, but it can get me to the end. I'm gonna fucking use it just because it's cool looking. Like just because it's like what is that fucking Toucannon Pokemon?
Yeah,
like I just like the fucking Pokemon because it's a fucking toucan that's a cannon and his name is Toucannon. That's fucking awesome. And when you touch it after it does any fucking move, it's a normal type. But when you fucking do any physical damage to it, you get burn damage. That's fucking cool. I don't care if it's the actual coolest fucking Pokemon. I just think that Pokemon is cool, so I'm gonna use it. And I don't play Pokemon to be the best, the competitive scene. I just play the story, catch a little Pokemon here and there that I like, and then I'm done with it. So it gets me to the end. So like, it doesn't have to be the best. I just think that shit is cool. It can be the same way for other games. So Persona could be the same way.
And also it's really not helping that other Shin Megami Tensei games have done something similar. Like, I'm not pitching like a whole, like I'm certainly not pitching a whole new idea. Like, again, the what are they called? The Devil Survivor games have a thing where demons of different races have a sort of signature skill that they sort of have as a either passive or activated ability that they do. And I'm not really sure why Persona can't do something similar. Like, oh, it's not bad for it. Well, it's a good thing they can make another game. It's not like we have to retroactively add that into the other ones. We can just, make a new game. Kind of like how Pokemon games, starting in Generation 3, started adding stuff, and people like that. Like, I don't know if you hate Pokemon abilities, but for two Pokemon with very similar stats and kind of similar-ish move pools and a similar type,
those abilities give it like little personalities.
Yeah, it makes them, especially in a series like Megami Tensei, where all the demons do have personality, but that personality commonly is undermined by having very, very similar optimal gameplay. Specifically, why would I need to do anything with any of these assholes if I have like Madeirahan and like 3 elemental spells?
All right, you guys. We need to wrap this up pretty soon. So go ahead, finish your saying.
Shin Megami not selling as much as Persona.
Because
it has all the waifus.
I think it's aesthetic. I think it's actually. I think it's actually aesthetic because like Shin Megami is like high school.
Dog.
Waifus aren't the reason I liked Persona.
Well, not. I mean, maybe
not you personally, but I think like in terms of marketing wise,
in broad strokes, the mainline Megami Tensei games tend to be pretty serious and they're aiming at that sort of people that like Berserk and Akira, which is like people that like all this fucking shit on my wall back here. Which is a much smaller audience than people that want to chill out with the crew at the schoolyard, finding trouble but never looking too hard.
But if you actually read the reviews on why Persona...
Oh, thank you, Daryl. Thank you. I was going to be so fucking mad if no one said a word about that.
But if you look at the reviews on why Persona is doing so well, it's because of the RPG. They didn't add more complexity. They made it as simple as possible to be able to still do a lot in a very little bit amount.
Well, that's Persona... Yeah, but like Persona and Mega 10 mostly have very similar mechanics.
Yes, but Mega 10 is way more complex.
I'm not so sure. Like, Shin Megami Tensei 4 and like Persona 4 basically share the same mechanics. Like Persona 3 and Shin Megami Tensei 3 are mostly the same kind of game.
You
like, there's not really...
Your team. You get to, let's say, even capturing enemies, like capturing Pokemons.
Like that's not too much. Well, I mean, you crafting personas and crafting demons are literally identical. The only thing that's different, and I've checked, is
talking about having a full team that you customize in Shin Megami. You get your full team that you customize. That changes the whole dynamics of every battle you interact with.
I'm a little bit.
Hold on, wait. Let Anthony finish what you're saying, because I'm trying to understand what you're getting at.
In Persona, you get your few teammates. Let's say 7 teammates. They come with predetermined moves, and you can slightly edit them, but you are customizing yourself, which is why you don't have all these things. I won't get too much in that, but you have a team that they have their preset moves, and the whole way you're crafting is based around you as an individual being able to edit yourself so much while your team has what they are. You get to change out 7 people. In Shin Megami, you have all those demons, all of them, that in any of the Shin Megamis, pretty much, all people get to switch. In Devil Survivor, you get to switch your team as well, right? They
yes.
switch their demons too, right?
They switch their demons, but they themselves have like a sort of set thing that they do.
It's been a while since I played the Devil Survivor.
Like the party member like has their own moveset like Persona characters, and have like party members that are fully customized.
Okay, hold on.
And that's
we're going on. We're at like 2:10 right now, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So like this is a longer.
Yeah, this will be the last thing I say.
This is because we missed some, y'all. You're getting a long one today.
Yeah, we missed. Yeah, we did miss 2 weeks, so get 2 hours this week.
But yeah, that's the main thing I look at. It is you add more complexity to the main character. I see it as unnecessary. Like your teams are just so much more compact in Persona. I don't. I guess it's not about adding. Wouldn't be fun. Like if you can add and take away certain stuff, because I already spend hours in the Velvet Room making my personas, like getting the demons I want, and I spend hours in there being able to just customize the character I want and giving them random moves and making babies and cutting off their heads depending on how you want to look at how I'm crafting them.
Take that out of context, bro. Take that out of context.
like my thought is
they don't know this game is weird.
My thought is definitely the secret sauce of Persona is having fun and marketable characters. Because hey, y'all, it's your boy, Hatsur. You all know her, right?
Yeah, it's a combination of all that.
See, exactly.
But
my girl.
It's literally just what your preference is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's just I look at reviewers and just listening to what reviewers saying is they hate, like, if you listen to like a lot of people who hate turn-based RPGs, they love Personas, and it's something that they did different, and it's adding more may make it more fun for us, but I don't know if it make it more fun for the masses. There may be certain things I like about giving individual swords because I'd be able to theory craft more.
I'm not saying making more. I'm just saying
all I'm saying
tweak.
Is like give Jack Frost a minor, freezing based ability or something. Like I'm not saying throw it all out.
Like every time you take every time you take physical damage, it ups the enemy's chances of being frozen.
Yeah, like that. I don't think that's like a crazy, like, oh shit, there's no way to fucking balance that.
No,
I don't think that's crazy.
Have something special.
Not everyone needs. Not everyone needs to be special.
It ain't gotta be that special.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, so is it other? Like that's the whole thing. Is if you're adding it, you have to have a purpose to add it. And if it's just add it because we haven't added anything,
you add it because you're reducing the redundancy between all these demons. So instead of flowing together, now I have a meaningful choice when I'm swapping out party members instead of just saying who has this particular spell. And and honestly, I just think having a game that's a little bit having the demons. Well, like having the personas and demons having a little bit more resonance. That just makes sense. Like the samurai guy should have some type of buff to using a sword. Like I don't think that's a wild, crazy change that doesn't add anything. Well, no, it adds some resonance to these characters that otherwise don't really get much.
I agree. Stop.
Okay, get out of here.
We have to end.
It's in the description, y'all. Go do it. Get out of here. That's enough of that. You've gotten your show.
B, it's on you. It's on you. You're ended because I started this up. So.
Oh, all right. So if you like this show, once again, that's a bizarre thing to do. Robert.
Yes.
Where?
Where what, nigga? What? Did Discord just cut out just now? You didn't finish your sentence. Where?
I think he means where can they find you on the social?
Like if you don't know the answer to I'll answer it for you. You go to youtube.com, Mr. BR Jones. It's gonna be right there in the description. The links, you just click on it and you'll have a fun old time. But what if hypothetically you're like, I don't like that Bobo fellow. I don't care how much. Well, Sonic King is here too. Tell them all about that stuff that they can go to.
You can find me on all my socials at Sonic King 20. You can even add me on Discord at Sonic King 20, number 6540, and you can even add me on PSN Sonic King 20.
I like how you didn't say shit for this entire podcast, but you was ready for that promo.
Yeah, maybe that's what they want. Like they want to just not hear stuff. And if you want to continue not seeing anything, you can.
I was having a bunch of technical difficulties.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
Always giving me shit.
And if you enjoyed myself, I'm on this show every week, except for the weeks that I'm not, like the last two. But you can also find me YouTube/SitAghast, where I'm gonna upload something eventually. It's gonna be anime related. I got a Devilman script. It's happening. I've already written it. I'm saying it loud so you can hold me to it. Same on Twitter. And if you like Connect Row, Can't find him.
It's
Can't
Necro.
find him.
It's just
Only
Necro.
find me on this podcast.
You can't. If you want more Necro, you gotta come back. You gotta come back to the show. You gotta keep watching the show every week. ShovelWare Podcast, it's real good.
You gotta get rid of that K.
allegedly.
You gotta get rid of that K. It's just stupid, bro. It's just Necro.
Pronouncing it stupid. I don't hear you saying knife. I hear you saying knife.
But people want to though. That's the thing about it. It's confusing.
It's not
Well.
confusing if you don't understand the English language.
All right.
Unless if you at home didn't understand, then you're good. So come on down, come to our Discord, and the rest of you still here, get out of here. There'll be another show next week.
Get
Goku this
out.
week?
Do we have a
We're gonna
Goku?
have a Goku this week. Yeah.
Oh shit! What was that Goku? Goku was
Did we get one?
Wait, it was a person who answered the question, huh? Right?
Yeah. I
No,
don't think anyone answered it.
no one answered the question.
Wow. I guess nobody's fucking Goku.
Yeah, we don't have a
All right.
Goku.
I'm not
Beat it.
having Goku.
Well, just think.
That's it.
We need a Goku. We still need a question. I forgot we were doing that. Let's. I didn't think of a
Maybe the
question.
Goku is in our hearts.
I still say it's Dragonite.
Don't pull that Kingdom Hearts shit with me, Brian. Get
I
off.
think
Go away.
Goku
Go
is in
away.
our
No,
hearts.
shut up.
What?
Shut up. Shut up, Sora.
Deep in my heart, I believe
Shut up, Sora.
that
Sora,
shovelware is light. Okay, in the show. That's a good note to end on.
No, I'm still. I'm still recording until I find out a question. We
I
have
thought
to-
that was a good one.
That would have been a good one. That would have been a really good one if I would have questioned before. You should have saved that. Damn it. Fucking.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Shit. Damn. All right. No, let's actually end it. Peace, y'all.
We got